Hi, everybody. I just wanted to check in and say hi. Hope everybody's doing good. Um, so, on my blog this week, I have a project for you to do, and you're going to have 2 weeks to get this done. So, this is called a problem based learning project, and you can do it in some sort of presentation tool. If you don't have that, just email me so we can get something else figured out. So, some of the problems in hospitals are hospital acquired infections. So, what that means is you go to the hospital to have a surgery or something, and then you come out with a different problem than what you had when you went into the hospital. So, for example, maybe you went in for knee surgery and then you got pneumonia while you were there, or maybe you got some sort of stomach bug while you were there. So that's one main problem that hospitals have. And another major problem that hospitals have are falls. There's a lot of people that fall down while they're at the hospital, the patients. So, if they're they're on medication, or if they just had a surgery and the anesthesia hasn't worn off yet, or maybe their legs aren't as strong as they thought, a lot of times people will fall. So you're going to be researching one of those two problems and kind of trying to find a solution that they're not already doing in order to fix that problem. So, whatever you decide to do, you want to get really specific. If you're going to do a hospital acquired infections, I have several listed. You can pick something else if you're familiar with something else and want to research something else, but these were just some ideas for you. So, some are surgical site infections, pneumonia, gastrointestinal infections, urinary, bloodstream, lower respiratory tract. So there's lots of things for you to choose from. So you can either pick that or you can pick falls in a hospital. So you can decide which one you want to pick. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to research the problem. You're going to tell us how many people, let's say we're going to do falls. So you're going to tell us how many people fall each year in the hospital. How much is it costing the hospital? How much extra is it costing the patient? How much longer are they having to stay at the hospital? So you're going to give us stats and facts and tell us all about how big of a problem this is. Then you're going to tell us what standards are already in place. So, what are they doing to prevent falls already in the hospital? Are they already wearing those socks with the little grippies? Do they have handles on the beds? Do they have a handle in the bathroom? So, think about those kinds of things and research what the facility is already doing. Then you're going to try to come up with a new idea that they're not already doing it in every hospital. So sometimes people find something that they're doing at one hospital, but they don't do everywhere. So you can do that. Or maybe you have a new idea. I've had several students come up with a brand new idea that was awesome that nobody's even thought of. Well, maybe they've thought of it, but they haven't implemented into the hospital. So you're going to try to come up with some kind of new idea. So this is where the more specific that you get, the better off you're going to be. So if you're doing surgical site infections, why do you think that those sites are getting infected? Do you think it's because the nurses are doing something wrong? Do you think that they're sending them home too soon? Do you think that the patients don't really know how to keep the wounds clean? So kind of think about why. If we're doing falls, we're thinking about where do you think that people are falling the most? Are they falling out of bed? Are they falling when they go to the bathroom? Are they falling in the shower? So the more specific you get, the easier it's going to be for you to come up with a new idea. So then once you come up with your idea, you're going to tell us how you're going to implement that plan. So how is the hospital going to put that plan in place? What do they need to buy? What do they need more people? Do they need new equipment? What do they need? And how are you going to put that idea into place? Then you're going to try to find some stats that back up your plan. So if they're using it somewhere else, show how that works. If it's a new idea, show maybe if they've used it in a different capacity, if they've used it at a work site or somewhere else, how that's helped them. So you're trying to come up with some sort of stats that is backing up your new plan. And then you're going to tell us why the hospitals would adopt your plan. Is it going to save them money? Is it going to save lives? Is it going to just be better for everybody? So you're going to tell us why the hospitals should adopt your plan. And then you're just going to come up with a conclusion to kind of wrap everything up. So those are some things that you need to do. Don't forget to use EasyBib to cite your sources. You do not need to cite your pictures for this project, so using easybib.com to cite your sources. You can use whatever presentation tool that you want. I have some ideas here: Prezi, Sway, Project, Powtoon, 280 slides, Rocket Slide. You can just use PowerPoint, whatever you want to do. You do need to have 3 reliable sources. A source could be a parent, an aunt, a sister, a brother, somebody that works in healthcare. So you can certainly interview people that are already working in the hospitals. And it should be professional and easy for me to read and follow as I'm going along. So hopefully that makes more sense now that I explained it. If you have any other questions, shoot me an email. If we need to have a Zoom, we can certainly do that at some point. So start sending me any questions that you have so that I can help you out and answer. And once again, you have 2 weeks. So let me check my calendar. That means that this will be due on April 24. Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully I'll get to see your faces at some point. All right, see you later.